Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. You're welcome again to our show on life realities. Abaz and I, we're here once again to actually discuss things around consistency, being consistent, what you can do in order to stay consistent, particularly in this part of the world where, things are a little bit somehow these days that to actually find that consistency requires a whole lot of effort. You have work to think about, you have bills to think about, you have family commitments to think about. I remember the other day when we were even supposed to shoot a video actually, and Abbas and I were just like, "Oh my God! Like, how are we going to actually do this?" And I was flat out that day. Like, I just came back from work, and of course, we all know what encompasses working on its own. Like, you deal with there are things that you have to deal with. Say if you're working in a care space, for instance. We all know how that is. Maybe for those of us that don't know how that is, like you're taking care of like a whole human being, and you have to ensure that they are okay and all that. So those can be really, really, tasking. But eventually you have to do what you have to do, and you have to do what needs to be done. And yeah. So I would say perseverance for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. How about for you? What do you think?
I want to say, for you to be able to have that consistency
Yeah.
in whatsoever you are doing,
Yes.
you have to set your priorities right. Yes. In life you can't do everything because sometimes we just want to get everything done. At the end of the day, you end up not doing anything because already your mind is clustered with a whole lot of things. So you don't even know the one that should come first and the one that should come second.
True.
So you see that at the end of the day, you end up sitting down and thinking about where to start from. And time is already going.
Yes.
Because this consistency thing and time doesn't wait for you. See it now. No, time is running.
Yes.
Time is going. Yeah. And for you to be able to achieve that, then that leads you to having a to-do list.
To-do list.
Yes. So you wake up, and having that to-do list is not something you get that day. You have to get it a night before the new day.
A night before the new day.
Yes. So that you already have like an idea how you want your day to look like. Oh, I'm waking up by so time, waking up by 6 a.m. I'm having maybe 20 minutes of prayer time. The next thing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
And the real thing that you want to do is already there in that to-do list. So it will help you to tick them, and intentionally make time for them. Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
True.
So
That's
for
true.
me, set your priority right.
Yeah. So I feel like another thing again is like having that willingness, like irrespective, to say that I am going to do that. And I think it also like boils down to showing perseverance anyways, but just that willingness to say like I'm going to do this thing, come rain come shine. Like the shifts that we do, we as as immigrants, we do say like, okay, I have to go for this shift. Like even if there is winter storm, you will go and do those things, right? The same thing goes for things that you've planned, outside of your workspace that you said you're going to do. Let's say, okay, you said tomorrow that you're going to do, say, groceries. You want to go and buy stuff at groceries tomorrow, and then probably there's a winter storm outside or something like that. You might just be feeling, or maybe lazy to say, I'll just manage with what I have in the house, and maybe next tomorrow I'll go and do it, right? But if it's work, particularly when you know that there's money involved and like, I have to have my daily 2K has to be complete and all that, right? You want to go and do it.
Exactly.
So I feel like having that willingness is also kind of like an important thing to put in mind.
That is true. That is true.
To say that yes, I want to go and do this thing. Yeah. Because me, I'll put myself as an example. I have a list of things now on my phone that I've said that, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this. And at some point in time, I may end up maybe out of 7 doing 3 or 4, and it just goes down to that same thing I was saying, like showing willingness to say like, I'm going to tick all these boxes. Because it's 2 different things. It's one thing to put those lists down, and it's one thing again to say, I want to go and do them.
As you were saying it, you use the word willingness.
Yes.
But the word that came to my mind is being intentional.
Be intentional. Yes.
It still has something to do with what you said. It's one thing to, okay, you have your priority set, you have your to-do list. Are you intentional?
Yes.
Because you can plan all these things if you are not intentional about getting it, irrespective of what happens the following day.
Yes.
It may be very difficult for you to achieve it.
Yes.
You said something about work. What happens at work is that there are rules and regulations at work.
Yes.
So that one is a major push for you. So sometimes you wake up, you don't feel like going to work.
True.
But you remember the rules and regulation that comes with what you are doing, the job you are doing. That is enough push for you. But when you are trying to achieve something by yourself, you are the one. In fact, even if you have the rules and regulation, you are the one that set it. So you can choose to break it that day. You can choose not to follow it. But you see, when you are talking about job, you are not the one that set it. And there are consequences for it.
Yes, if you don't.
Exactly. So when you now remember the consequences that comes with it and the bills that you need to pay, it forces you to be consistent.
Exactly. Very true.
But it starts with being intentional. Intentional. That is why it's very easy for you to break into the snow during the winter and still find your way around no cab, nothing.
Yes.
You can't even drive your car.
Yes.
But you just find your way and get to work.
And you do the job. The job that is required.
Exactly. So when it comes to consistency with your own things now, not the job, you also need to get to that level of intentionality.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. I think that was really profound, actually.
You need to get to that level. Else, you won't be able, because the moment you say, oh, it's fine, I will do it tomorrow. That is how you keep postponing it to next tomorrow. It will become a week, become a month.
Yes.
And
time is of the essence.
Yeah, and that leads me to, for you to be able to be consistent, you must have something that is motivating you, a motivating factor, a force.
That is driving you.
Exactly.
To say you want to go and do this thing.
Because for the work now, you know that consequences is there.
Yes.
That consequences could act as a force that is pushing you.
True.
And money is there.
Money is there.
If you don't work, you won't have money to pay bills. You get it now. So there must be a force. Could be money, could be the consequences you have said that you must do this thing. If you don't do this thing, this is what you do to yourself. It could also be purpose. You must be purpose driven. You don't just wake up and start doing things and you start being consistent with it. There must be a drive, like you are passionate about
it. There must be a reason why
you
actually want to achieve such and such and such and such.
That reason will keep you going. That reason. In fact, sometimes you forget. But when you now remember why you started, it will give you that push. And it will just become habit. Over time, you get used to it.
Yeah.
Just like in the morning, you are very certain that you need to brush your mouth.
Yes.
But when we were growing up, we were not certain. It's our parents
that used to push us to say, go and brush your mouth. That's true.
So from habit, it becomes a way of life. It becomes a lifestyle. Now you are consistent without even thinking about it.
It just comes natural.
Exactly.
Just like when you're going to school as well, and you're learning a particular profession in school, what is driving you to say you want to go to that school? Right? because you want growth for yourself.
Exactly.
You want to get to another level in life where you're actually doing something else that, you know, it's you.
And you don't want to disappoint your
You
parents.
don't want to disappoint your parents, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you know the consequences
that comes with it.
That
Even yourself and the society.
True.
They know you have admission.
Yes.
And something that would have taken you 4 years, you're already 8 years. People will start asking you, what is
going on? You don't turn old, Papa.
Yeah. The guys that we saw you have admission with, they have all gone for NYSC.
Yes, and you are still in school. What is going on? What is happening here?
So that is a driving force that will help you, because a lot of people are looking at you. Yeah.
That is true. That is true. So there has to always be a driving force.
Yeah.
It's just more like saying there has to be like a propeller.
Yeah.
Maybe for a car. There's something moving a car. A car is not just moving, right? So there's pretty much like an engine that moves it, that makes it work.
That leads me to what I also wanted to add. You know, someone out there is already asking, like, you mean you are talking about you have to do this, you have to do that. You mean there will be no days that you are not comfortable, you are not okay? Yeah, we understand those things. It happens to us too.
Yes.
There are some days you don't feel like showing up.
I'm telling you, you just want to be in that spot where you're just not doing anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Bruno Mars sang a song about that. You know, about today I don't feel like doing anything. You just want to be on your bed. You just don't want to do anything else. But you know, life go wire you.
Yes,
if you don't do what you have to do, now life go wire you. You say nobody go tell you. Say make you go do what you're supposed to do.
Yes. So these things we are sharing is what will help you.
Yes.
To give you that push again. When you remember, oh, this is why I even started at first. So it will help you
to move.
Exactly.
And that is part of what we always share here on this channel, actually, speaking about life realities. Like, we bring out life issues and explain things to our audience and make them understand that there's always a way around something. Right?
Yes.
There's always a way around an obstacle.
Exactly.
You know, and well, yes, nothing is certain in this life that we're in, but at the same time, there's always a way around things.
Exactly.
There's always possibilities on how you can sort of, you know, push things forward and keep moving. Pretty much.
I also want to add something quickly. Like, this one just came.
Okay.
For you to be able to attain consistency,
yes,
you should also be able to have a friend. Yes, not just a ceremonial friend, not just, you know, the kind of friends we keep now.
Yes,
friends that they only show up when they need help,
or when things are gloomy.
Yes, when you are very okay. See, that is not the kind of friend we are talking about. A friend in need and a friend indeed. So this person knows your strength. He knows your vulnerability. He knows where he can stand in gap. He knows
fill it up.
Exactly. He knows when he can just check in and be like, have you been able to do what you wanted to do? That's the kind of friend we are talking about. Someone that is willing to push you, support you. Your win is his win. So, you can find that kind of friend. It's not a common thing, but you can find it. You always find one. Just check around you. You always find somebody like that. Yes.
One person.
Yes. That person so much believes in your vision. It's not someone that you tell him, okay, this is what I want to. The person, he knows that you can't achieve that. You know, he will even be telling you, please just go and look for something else. And no. A friend that believes in your vision and is willing to be committed to it, to pay the price, to get you to that place. So I think that also helps to push your consistency. If you have any other thing to add to what we said, please feel free to drop it on the comment section. We're all here to learn and grow and be better people.
Yes.
The most important thing is to be consistent with what you are doing. That is where the result lies.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank you
for that. Thank you very much. All right, guys. We'll see you same place, same channel, and we're looking forward to those comments. Like I said, those comments, and please, please, please keep smashing those likes. Take care, everyone.
All right. Bye.
Bye.